Okay.
So I can get to it. And then, yeah, you know how to go live on Facebook.
Jeff looks like he's in a starfighter or something.
I thought this was like it reminded me of when you're in high school, you know, and you did your
When you went to Skate U.
Awkward class pictures.
Yeah.
It reminds me of when you go skating, like roller skating.
What's
and they had all the lights from the DJ.
Yeah, yeah. What's a good high school picture pose?
Sitting awkwardly with your hand on your fist, or your face on your fist.
Yeah, or like this next to a tree. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just grab a tree from the yard.
So just a moment. Okay. What is this? I'm gonna title it before I actually go live.
Yeah.
My mom actually let me wear all my Metallica shirts in all my photos.
Huh. Such a heavy metal rocker.
I never know of your marriage, you two, when you normally refer to yourself, is it Jeff Nevin and Joe Singsheim, or is it Joe Singsheim and Jeff Nevin? Like, who comes first normally?
We'll make it easy. You could put Joe first.
Well, too bad I did that. I made you first. Ooh,
oh, okay.
I was able to tag.
It doesn't really matter. Most of our stuff has my name first, just because they research back to how we have it set up on MLS.
Oh.
Stocks Court just got to confirm showing, Joe.
Yay. That was that reschedule in, right? Yes.
Okay. I tagged you actually in the description when we go live, and I put in there Thursday, tell our KW story, which is my tag that I'm using, and how their business has increased over 50%. Did you guys know that? 54.6.
Charlie sent an email out this morning.
Oh, good. Oh, no. I'm ready.
Okay.
I just hit go live, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
And then go back to your Zoom screen.
Oh, I can go back to my Zoom screen. All right, I think that we're live. Let me just
You are. It shows it. We're live.
Yeah, we're here. We made it. I didn't need to have Allison here. I think I might be getting this now. This is fantastic. All right. All right, so I guess I'll just say hello, everyone who is joining us live today. Welcome to my Thursday Tell Our KW Story live interview. For those of you watching for the first time, if you do not know me personally, my name is Kim Rogney, and I've been a team leader at Keller Williams Milwaukee Southwest in New Berlin for 3 years. Before that, I was at the North Shore office for 2 years. Before that, I've been many, many other places. Been in this business for 22 years, started out in sales. So what I decided was to start this series for several reasons. First of all, one being Keller Williams Realty is what I like to call a very humble company. We don't, I guess, we don't spend billions of dollars on advertising. We really, truly pour into our agents. Our agents are our clients. And so I think there's value in us sharing who we are and what we do. And then secondly, we can always learn from other successful real estate agents, whether we're in real estate or we're running other businesses. So joining me today, I have Jeff Nevin and Joe Singsheim from the Reliance Real Estate team. So welcome.
Hey guys.
So, awesome. We are going to actually start with a little bit first about learning about their experience at KW, maybe where they've come from, what tools and systems they use, very business oriented. And then we'll jump into some things about them and their business and maybe where they have some needs in case we have some of their clients watching. And then we'll maybe do some fun things at the end, like find out what the deal is with Jeff Nevin's background. So, all right. So who wants to start here and tell me, I guess, a little bit about your history? I don't know, maybe when you started your real estate career, where you started, why you started, just a little history.
Yeah, for me, I mean, before real estate, I worked at UPS. I was a part-time manager. I did some bartending. I did some construction. Didn't really know what I wanted to do. And ran into an old high school buddy who was actually in commercial real estate. He said that he really enjoyed it. So I kind of looked into it, found that the residential side was more conducive to my personality and my style. So after looking into it, I thought this might be a good opportunity. So that's really how I learned about it.
Okay. How about you, Joe?
I was in retail management since I got out of high school. Essentially, I was a manager at Walgreens, Dunham's, and Bed Bath & Beyond. Ran those stores and kind of hit the ceiling, I guess, if you would, and came over to do real estate in the recession.
Yeah.
My wife actually suggested it, and she said, well, we have like a larger family and you can be home more, so try this out. And here we are today.
And here you are, how many years later?
We're on our 9th or 10th year, I think.
Wow, that's crazy. Okay, so I guess tell me a little bit about your brokerage history. Have you always worked at Keller Williams, or what does that look like?
No, we started off, both Joe and I started off at the same company back in 2011, joined like right at the same time, basically. We were there for, I think, 3 to 4 years, and then made the switch over. I think I switched over first. I was the guinea pig for Joe. Wanted to see how it would work out before he made the switch. And obviously he liked what he saw, but yeah.
Well,
I had a little bit more established social media and marketing, because that's what I do on the team, mostly on our team now. And he had no kids and I had 5, and I'm like, all right, Jeff, go over there and figure this out. If it's good, I'll come over. If not, you'll come back. And like, I don't know, it was like 3 months in, and I'm like, can I come over now? But I had a decent amount of volume and inventory, and I'm like, so I kind of had to sit on it and wait. And then, yeah, as soon as I could, it was like I needed to switch immediately, because just everything was like begging me to come over. So that's where we're at. But yeah, he was definitely a guinea pig. I kept him on a little rope. I kept tugging on him and asking him, is it okay to come over yet?
Come on over to the dark side. Okay, so let's dig into that a little bit. I pulled your stats right before we got on this call, and I can see, to be exact, over the last 2 years, I would say at a rolling 2 years, your business is up 54.6%. Wowza. Volume last 12 months, 11.8. The other, I guess, really cool thing is, when we talk about running a really smart real estate business, is we want to have a 50% ratio. We want to have 50% listings, 50% buyers. You have actually over 50% listings, so you've got a really nice, healthy business. So let's dig in a little bit, and I'd love to know specifically, what KW tools or systems have you put into place to help you with this increase in your business?
Yeah,
Man, there's a lot that we've used. Joe, if you want to go and explain that.
Yeah, I mean, we utilize everything that KW has to offer, including the new command that was rolled out, I believe, last year. I know it was infancy before that, but I was actually part of testing. I was a beta tester for a lot of the stuff on that as well. But we use that as our CRM. And essentially our calendar. Between those two, it tells us what to do, and we decide what goes into our calendar. But those two things really drive our business. And then the various masterminds and other top producer events. I know Jeff is on the ALC, which is the Agent Leadership Council, which he has his finger on the pulse there. I know with Scott, our OP, operational principal in our office, we do a lot of masterminds around like organization of your team, budget model masterminds, like those type of things, so we can get with other teams and see what they're doing. And really, it's an awesome thing to come into a room or even like a Zoom room now and just discuss how you're running it and get ideas. And then we track our numbers and set really large goals. We do we revisit them actually weekly in our Monday morning accountability with our team, and monthly, and then quarterly as well. So we make sure we're staying on task and on course to hit our goal.
Yeah.
You mind if I say something about that?
Please.
Yeah, Joe and I, we've really dived into a lot of what Keller Williams has to offer, especially the trainings. Joe and I, at our other company, we were averaging maybe $3.5 million a year. And since we made the switch, we started the team. We plugged into the trainings, the systems, the models. I mean, KW Command, we live by that. And now our volume is, we're exceeding 10 million plus each year, which is really exciting.
And okay, so Jeff, Joe had mentioned ALC. For those that don't know what that means, it stands for Associate Leadership Council, or a better way that I like to explain it is Board of Directors. So we have a group of agents. We're truly a company run by agents that have a voice, can vote on policies. I guess, from your experience, how would you explain to an outsider what the ALC is and what value you've been receiving from being on it?
Yeah, I believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, it's the top 10% of the office
20.
is 20, sorry.
Yep.
Get invited, you could accept it or deny it. But that's the cool thing, is when you're a part of the ALC group, you're surrounded by the top producing agents in the office. So for my benefit and my team's benefit is masterminding with other people that are having success just like we are. So that helps us implement new things that maybe we didn't even know were available, just because we're sitting with a group of people that are producing daily.
Yeah, for sure. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the majority of your time with, and why not spend time with those that are, you know, running great businesses or doing more production than you? So that's awesome. Yeah. And then Joe, you just mentioned command. Like, how would you explain command? What is command?
It's a beginning to end. And from beginning, I mean from like your aunt or cousin calls you and they're like, I'm thinking about selling our house or buying a house. I can put them in there, and from there I can nurture them, work with them. I can write notes. I can create what essentially is a timeline of events that's happening in their world at that moment, meaning I spoke to them, I set them up on a neighborhood search, I set them up on their neighborhood, so they're getting information about listed, just solds, what average home price is. And from there, we can actually put them into another timeline. Once they actually, let's say they're listing a home, I can pop them into there, and then I can take them through the different steps of a listing. And I can even create what those steps look like, because different teams do different things. So like we have tasks that we have to take care of as far as marketing or putting up a sign, those type of things. So we don't miss a step. So our clients are like, wow, how do you know exactly what to do? This is what we're doing. We're putting you into this command system that's telling us you have to do these 11 steps before you can go live with your listing. Mm-hmm. So we know the pictures are done and they're ordered through who we want them to. We know what it says on the listing itself in the private comment, like every last little thing is in there. So we're not having to necessarily think. We thought about it, we had the vision, and we can update it, right? But we don't have to think anymore. It's just do this, do that, do this. And then even at the end, we can put them into different things to help keep us aligned and in touch with them. So it's just a really front to back, all around system that essentially helps us and aids us in keeping contact with everybody out there that's viewing right now, including, you know, even other agents that we've done business with. So
yeah, I love that.
Does that help?
Yeah, totally. It's an end-to-end platform, so that's so true, as we can get very disorganized in the details, and you guys, it's very important for you to take care of your clients at a very high level and care for them.
You can even design Facebook posts,
Yeah.
Instagram posts. You can post from it. You can schedule posts from it. You can email from it. You can text from it. I mean, there's endless possibilities, and they keep continuing to grow it. So
Yeah. And the beautiful part is it's one login.
yeah.
So that's
Yeah. It's definitely a set it and forget it program.
So
But wait, there's more. No.
and with that, you can get 3 free spatulas. Okay, so for I guess maybe the experienced agent who might be joining us today, because we have a lot of friends at other companies and we need them. They're our partners. They help us get to the closing table. There's a lot of myths out there about Keller Williams. What would you say, or can you think of one that sticks out to you that we should explain is or isn't true?
I like to, I don't know, like, can we talk about the profit share? I don't know if you have on the other ones, but I've been told from other agents that it was like a Ponzi scheme. That was like one of the myths, I guess, other agents may have about us. I mean, it's really the cherry on top of being with Keller Williams. And Joe and I get paid monthly for basically, you know, talking about Keller Williams when people make the switch. I mean, it's as simple as that, but I don't see the scheme in it.
Yeah, and we have heard that before, or it's we require you to recruit.
Right.
No.
No. Could
No.
you imagine?
Yeah, there's no recruiting, but you have a vested interest in that person when they come over, so you technically become like their go-to.
Mm-hmm.
So like when Jeff brought me over, technically, like he is working with me, ensuring that I'm happy, having me plug into all the stuff that I was supposed to plug into, coaching with me, like those type of things, and assuring that I'm aligned with the right people. Like, hey, you should talk to Kim and you should start, you know, coaching with her for at least a monthly session to see where you're at in your business. And then I was talking to Scott, and then, you know, we were trying to figure out where we should be placed and what we should be doing. And you have those people to lean on.
Mm-hmm.
And that's part of why they think like that profit share should be there, right?
Right. Well, and let's be honest here, it's the owners. And so it's the owners or the investors who have decided that they believe so much in the systems and models that we have here to help you reach your goals, that they're willing to give up 48%, they keep 52, 48% of their profits every month for you to help bring on like-minded people. And so it's not any different than when I go to a great restaurant, which I just did, which was referred to me by Lynn Marhufka at Focus Title. She's like, Kim, yeah, you got to go to Sweet Sage. It's so good. So it's not any different. And so with that, I guess if you were to picture who might be the best fit or somebody who would thrive in our culture and our environment, who might that be?
Pretty much someone that's willing to plug in and to everything that we have to offer. A sponge, someone that's outgoing, very motivated individual, that's grateful and just eager to learn. You have to be, again, like the people share. We like to share and mastermind and get with each other. And I mean, we're always helping. Like, you just come from that grateful mindset that we can always help somebody out. And I mean, that's the type of person. I walk around the office and it's like they stop what they're doing to say hi. I mean, if we see someone outside our door, because we do have it closed a lot of the time because we do like to call a lot of people. But if someone's kind of walking by that we see, well, if we're not on a call, we open the door and we're yelling down the hallway, you know. The new people that are there, we're introducing ourselves. We're, you know, have you seen what you can plug into? This is what I liked when I started. It's a very just family, I guess. I consider it my second family.
Yeah.
I'm your second family. How dare you?
Third family then. Third family. Sorry. I consider you my actual family, Jeff.
Yeah,
oh, man. Oh.
Or his work, wife, husband, whatever.
Right. Work husband. We do have a signed marital business agreement. So.
Well, you should. So yeah, that's awesome. So it's not cutthroat. So a lot of times you can join a real estate company and, you know, they'll take all their tools and feel like, come from the mindset of scarcity, we say, and no, I'm not going to share my anything with you because we're in competition. We don't think that way. We come from the mindset of abundance.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you grow, the more we grow.
Absolutely. There's enough business for everybody.
So true. So true. One last question, then we'll dig into more about your actual real estate business. In case we have somebody who's potentially looking at starting a real estate business or is new to the business, what recommendation would you give them?
Joe mentioned being a sponge. That's really your first thing is soak up any information you can. The trainings, they're out there, that's available. Take lots of notes. And secondly, your biggest one, because you have to find the business after training, is lead generating. Joe and I, we lead generate about 3 hours a day. As a new agent, I mean, you don't have to do 3 hours, but you also have tons of time. So why not? You don't have to pay for programs to lead gen. First thing that you should be doing is calling all of your friends and your families, let them know that you're in the business, that you want to grow your business, and they'll be more than happy to help out. Two, I mean, door knock. You could go and door knock expireds. You get a list of expireds each day. Go through preview for sale by owners. Do open houses on other agents' properties. So there's so many things that you could do to lead gen. That would be probably the two main things you need to focus on as a new agent is training and lead generate. You could close your first deal in a month, guarantee it, if you work hard enough. It's out there.
Yeah. Anything to add on that, Joe?
Yeah, our buyer agent had, when he started with us this year, I think 2 to 3 deals in the first month, just because he followed our steps to stay on course and hit his, benchmarks that we asked of him. And he plugged into the systems. We had coaching set up for him. He was going to all the stuff he was supposed to within the market center. And that was after he came through the market center, like intake. I forget what it's called, but
Launch. Yep. Our launch.
Yeah. So after he went through launch is when we kind of picked him up, and he had already gone through it, but we were like, you still need to plug into X, Y, and Z, and then make sure you're in the office, right? Because you have to show up to make it. And then like he just took off. Yeah. He's literally over halfway through his goal for the year.
I love that. That's fantastic. And really, honestly, what I'm hearing you guys say is you actually have to go to WORK work, right?
Oh, like yeah. It's not a 9 to 5 kind of one day a week, maybe kind of thing. You definitely have to put the time in, but you really get more than what you put in when you actually do the work.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, good. Let's jump into your personal business. And I have some great questions. And so for anybody who's joining us, just kind of just joining us now, I'm here with, we can see Jeff Nevin and Joe Singsheim from the Reliance Real Estate team. You can see that their numbers are next to their pictures. I got my number there in case you want to learn more about these systems that we're talking about. And maybe, you're only doing $3.5 million at your current brokerage and you want to do 12 million like them and build a team. Let's get together. So give us a call. But let's jump in. Let's talk about your team. So tell me a little bit about, we're halfway through the year. Well, over halfway through the year, really. And so what did you as a team set as a business, I guess, what was your business plan or your goal? How many homes or families were you looking to help this year?
We set out to help 80 families. And right now we are at, I believe, 40. So we're halfway through.
Wow.
We're on track.
That's fantastic. So why Reliance Real Estate Team? What does that mean to you?
So the team and then real estate, but Reliance just meaning reliable. And then if you've ever seen what our what do you call it? Looks like
mission statement.
Yeah. Well, it's an R.
Motto.
Yeah, no, like it's an R and it's a shield. So it's to shield you from all the issues because we're very proactive. So essentially that's what we came up with. We didn't want to have it like Jeff and Joe team or something weird. I guess it wouldn't be weird, but we wanted to have something that stood out when people thought of it, you know?
Yeah.
So we wanted to be the reliable ones. So Reliance was formed, and I mean, how many names did we go through? Probably like 40.
A ton.
Yeah, and we kept texting them back and forth, and then it was like, what does this design look like? And then we actually own the rights to that R and the Reliance real estate team, so I can't steal it.
Better not.
Okay. So if you have any of your clients that are watching right now or potential clients, I guess you kind of just shared a little bit of your uniqueness about who you are, but maybe if you want to share about who you are, how you're different, and then maybe what is your biggest need also right now in your business in case they want to help.
Our biggest need right now is not just for our team, but for the whole real estate market is listings. There are tons of buyers taking advantage of the low interest rates, and there's not enough listings to feed those buyer needs. So people who are selling, it's good news for you. It's driving prices up, and you're getting spectacular offers. So I'd say right now, the biggest need is going to be listings.
And if our past clients are watching, any referrals you can give us are more than welcome. We'd love them from you.
Yeah, absolutely. And listings for sure. It's pretty, I've never, I mean, you're going on 10 years, I'm going on 22 years, and I have to be honest, I've never seen the type of market we're in right now.
Right.
Ever. It's just crazy. Bonkers. Crazy. We're working really hard. I mean, it's really hard work.
Yeah.
Lots of hours. So lots of emotions and preparing our clients for that type of thing. So
I cry myself to sleep every night.
I knew it.
Of course you would.
So, okay. So I want this question for both of you. You know, it's one thing, I guess, to sell homes and be a realtor, right? You know, but really, honestly, why do you do what you do? Why do you get up every morning and work so hard? Like, why are you doing this? So who wants to take that one
This
first?
is Joe's question. He's
Okay.
all about the why.
Yeah. I love asking this question of people that I've helped coach and of our team when we brought Matthew on and when me and Jeff sat down in the very beginning. We have to figure out our why, because otherwise we can't initially move forward and do what we do, right? Because I became a real estate agent for a lot of the reasons why Reliance Real Estate was formed, and why our mission or core values, our mission statement is because of that. And then each member has a spin-off of that they give, and help out with, which is why I believe we really mesh really well together. But we believe that we sell experiences, not homes. It's this experience you're going to remember, the home you're going to live in, right? We believe that we bring value and expertise to everything we do. And the value meaning, like, we have how many years of experience and we should be using that. And then what we pour into our work is behind the scenes is the books we read, the podcasts we listen to, the videos we watch, the coaching we receive. And then doing that weekly, we actually do a weekly podcast or video that we intake and talk about and discuss so we can implement it into our team and creating new visions and new goals. And then we leave it all on the field. There's nothing that we don't stop doing, sometimes too much, where we have to tell each other to step away and go do something fun and, that kind of stuff. And then our clients always come before us. So if we have to get out of a deal because something happened, we're not worried about losing out on our commission or making someone angry. It's our clients always come first. So how can we help you and what can we do to remedy the situation? And a lot of times we already have those plans in place because we've been doing it so long and we care so much about our clients. Again, the referrals are there if we do a good job, right? And if we don't, then they're not. And we have angry people running around that hate us. So we hope a lot of our clients understand, like, we really try so hard to be the knowledge brokers in our space. And that's what really, I think, sets us apart from a lot of people.
Yeah.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
So, okay, so what is your mission and what is your core values? Like, what is that exactly?
So our mission statement is like that we believe we sell experiences, not homes. It's pretty long. And our core values are actually right here next to me. But do you want me to read them?
Well, I don't know. Let's test Jeff. Jeff, do you know?
Yes.
Okay, I want to hear. Tell me. What is it? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Joe.
So our mission statement is, our philosophy is simple, clients come first. We pledge to be in constant communication with our clients, keeping them fully informed throughout the entire buying and selling process. We believe that if you're not left with an amazing experience, we haven't done our job. We don't measure success through our achievements or awards, but through our satisfaction of our clients. And then our core value words are value people, trust, teamwork, growth and gratitude, culture, innovation, and fast, meaning we respond fast and take care of things in a timely fashion.
I love it. I would have to read that too. So yeah.
I knew most of the core values are mission statements on everything that we do. And then we have team focus words. We have sayings that we do, those kind of things.
Yeah, for sure. And that sets you apart. You're a business owner. You're not just selling homes. You came up with your business, right? The reasoning behind your business name, your mission, your core values. You continue to pour into yourself, your learning, your education. And it's not like all of a sudden we arrive, right? Like, whoa, I've arrived, I know everything. We will never know everything, ever. So tell me about your podcast.
You want to go ahead, Jeff?
Yeah.
Sure. So the podcast, I mean, you could look it up on any like platform like iTunes, Spotify. Our podcast is the Reliance Real Estate Radio. So you could check it out. The majority of it is about 10, 15 minutes long, just with like motivational stuff, tips and tricks in business. Doesn't have to be real estate related. And then sometimes we'll interview other people like-minded. For example, we interviewed Scott, had a, I think about 45-minute discussion about the new real estate market after this whole weird pandemic and how it kind of changed things a little bit with obviously like Zoom meetings, meeting with clients, things like that. We're really trying to be, like Joe said, the knowledge broker. That's why we do it. And I guess give back to people who can use it.
And then a lot of times we'll take that and video it as well. So you can check out our YouTube channel, which has actual faces. So if you like seeing our faces, you can listen to the same thing. And we also do a blog post on it if you like reading instead. But on the YouTube channel, we haven't done one in a while. I actually have them here at my home office. So we have to do those maybe while we're in, semi whatever, not supposed to go to work, kind of go to work. But we do like hot wing challenges and dad jokes and stuff like that. So if you like entertainment as well, you can go back and watch those.
Joe still has, he's got these 2 or 3 gummy bears. It's just one gummy bear, but
they're
it's
like this big.
1 million plus Scoville, which is, I guess, super hot.
And then you can't eat or drink anything for like 5 minutes afterwards.
Okay, I have watched you guys do, I don't know if it was it peppers? I don't know, something where I was like, no. I will, when I finish posting this, I'll put your YouTube channel, I'll put all your links in the comments.
Cool.
So.
Thanks.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else you want to share with our audience? And then let's share some fun things about some personal fun. So anything else business-wise?
I mean, the only thing I have in my notes are really right now, because of the pandemic and stuff. I mean, some agents have seen a down in their business, but Joe and I's business is up, and it's really because of the lead generating that we do. I would say right now, if you have the time, that should be the focus of what you should be doing is lead generating.
Yeah, I mean, kind of to jump on that too, we didn't sit around and wait for this pandemic to happen. We kind of knew it was coming and, heard all of the things that were going on, and we shifted. We call it the pivot shift or shift pivot. I can't remember which direction it goes. We're on the call every morning.
Shivit. I put them together. Shivit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Shivit. But we automatically just went, well, we're almost digital anyways. Let's just add this to it. So now like you can schedule time to meet with us via any platform, Duo, Google Meet, Zoom that we're on right now. We can Messenger on Facebook platforms. I think there's a couple other ones that we can do, but you can sign up on there and meet with us that way. We were already doing, we can do digital open houses. Matthew's showing properties with gloves, masks, and alcohol. And, those were smart ideas anyways. Well, not that kind of alcohol. We're just always, we were already there. So why not continue, and tell everybody that we're there. So it was a very easy shift for us. And then just letting people know, like, we work at your schedule and on your timeline. We're not here to push you. So we had a lot of inventory waiting till we kind of opened back up in certain areas. And then we were able to have everything done in the background where our clients were like super excited that we had spent the time with them behind the scenes to make it happen right now.
Yeah, for sure. No waiting. All right, so let's share something interesting about yourself that maybe somebody doesn't know. Do we got a special talent? Are we play an instrument? I don't know, something cool beyond selling homes.
I am music illiterate, so I won't sing and I can't play an instrument, so I won't be doing that.
I used to be in a band.
What's that? Oh yeah, Joe used to be in a band, and he had long hair. Weird.
Shut. Really?
Weirdo, huh?
Not long, but longer. I played bass and I did sing, but it was more grunge rock. So
nice. I guess, I don't have my pilot's license, but I have a few hours under my belt flying. It's pretty cool. I like to snowboard and I like to skateboard.
Oh, I was a huge skateboarder back in the day.
Joe, I just ordered a electric skateboard.
Which one?
The Lycan. It's on sale. Bought it.
Send it to me.
Okay, so is that like an electric bike so that you can choose to not be electric and be electric, or like?
No, it's a long board. It's a long skateboard.
Okay.
You got like a little remote.
Yeah.
And you just go, man. No pedaling required.
Is there certain attire that a skateboarder needs to wear, like long baggy shorts where their underwear sticks out? Like what?
No. Clothes is preferred though. You might want to wear clothes. They do say you might want to wear a helmet, but I'm pretty cool, so I don't.
Yeah, I hope you got some good insurance on him, Joe.
I think I'm gonna have to.
Yeah.
Okay. What else? What do you got, Joe, personally?
I'm a hunter and a fisherman. We do a lot of camping with our family. You probably say I'm a family man because I do like to hang out with my family a lot. My wife and I run marathons. Mostly the fun ones, like the ones with like the walls and the mud runs and those kind of things. Yeah. But we did do the Tough Mudder 15, and that was horrible. And then, as you already know, the podcast YouTuber. Can't think of anything else off. I like taking photos, but.
I mean, seriously, Joe, you have 5 kids. How old are the kids?
8, 10, 13. Well, 12, 13, and then 16.
Yeah. And what does Uncle Jeff like to do with the kids? Do you call yourself Uncle Jeff?
He does. And he plays video games.
Yeah. Yeah. These kids love me.
Of course. So, all right. So if you could have any job in the world, right? It had nothing to do with your current talents, money, resources, just like do anything in the world, what would that be?
Real estate agent?
Yeah. That was an easy cop out right there. Just kidding. Man, I don't know. I don't have one. All I know, though, is if for some reason this didn't work out, I'd still do something where I'm working for myself, not for somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So you never wanted to be like a professional skateboarder or...
Sure, but I suck.
That's my point. Like, let's just pretend like you could do anything. Anything. It didn't matter. Like you had the talent you needed.
I would probably,
you know what?
yeah.
I'd be an Air Force pilot. That stuff was awesome. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
I'd probably be a graphics designer because I used to draw, and I could have went to Disney back in the day, but I decided not to.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
See, just learned something new. Like draw what? What did you used to draw? Or
I used to do all kinds
drew the
of stuff.
concept art for Elsa on Frozen.
Yeah. I actually had my art hang in the art museum and won the Silver Key Award for 6 months. And I used to do like cartoons and all kinds of stuff like that. I'm not the greatest, but if I would have followed that passion, I probably could have been. Yeah. And I like designing. So all the stuff you see online for Reliance Real Estate Team, I design art myself.
Cool. Love it.
That's why I have a Joe, because I don't have a creative mind.
You do. He just tells me ideas and then I make them.
Yes, you have to have a visionary and an implementer.
Right.
Rocket fuel.
And that's why we're very good with each other, because the stuff I don't like doing, he does, and I create the vision for it, and he does it the opposite way.
Yep. It's a good team. All right. I'm going to quick fire here. Coffee or tea?
Both.
Coffee.
More coffee.
Wine or beer?
Give me both.
Both, but I like beer.
Cupcakes or chips?
Cupcakes.
I'd go with chips.
Do you guys know like the secret to a cupcake? If you take the cupcake top and the bottom and then you twist it off and then you put the bottom on top, it's a cupcake sandwich. Look it up. Life hack. You're welcome.
All right. I think we're going to end this on that because that was by far the most valuable. Last one though, I do always like to find out, like, is there a current, maybe outside of real estate, it could be a Netflix show, whatever, or a book that you're reading or a podcast, like a favorite thing of today that kind of you're obsessed with besides your own podcast?
Oh, that's the first thing we were going to say.
I know.
Yeah. Dang. Kim, you got me on the Bigger podcast, the Bigger Pockets real estate podcast, which is really cool, especially if you're looking to maybe invest in real estate. Love to listen to Joe Rogan. I think he's awesome. He's a great interviewer and he's funny. The books that I'm currently reading is Thinking Fast and Slow, which is really good. More psychology of the brain stuff. Fanatical Prospecting, especially with Joe and I prospecting a lot. Rich Dad, Poor Dad is a really good one if you're not sure how to invest your money or what to even do with the money, invest. And then The Richest Man in Babylon. That's an easy read too.
Yeah, I have a whole bunch. I kind of narrowed it down because I do a ton of like video watching, podcasting, and then I read a lot of books. But Tom Ferry, Impact Theory, Ed Milet, Tony Robbins, Darren Daly, Hardcore Closer. And then when it comes to books, MREA is probably one of my favorites. I read it before coming over. It really outlines a lot of things that you're going to need to be in real estate, whether you work at Keller Williams or not. It also could help you out in business in general. And then The Shift, which is killer and key right now. And we already read it again, and then we're reading it again and going over it in the Facebook groups that we're in the morning, just staying current and relevant for helping our clients. There's 3 books that actually Matthew gave me to read. It's by the Arbinger Institute. And those 3 books really changed my life. And you probably want to grab them. They're really awesome. The next book that changed my life was Mindset. And then Start With Why by Simon Sinek. That was those books right there probably are my top books that I would read. I would suggest anybody to read.
So what are the 3 that Matthew gave you?
I have them right here. Hold on.
This would actually be good for the ALC meeting.
Yeah.
So it goes in order of this, and it's leadership and self-deception. Let me see. I don't have my screen up. Yeah.
I can see. Yep.
And then it's called the outward mindset.
Okay.
And then it's called the anatomy of peace.
Wow.
And they tell stories within them, so you can follow along, and then they all interconnect.
Kind of like your book there, Kim.
Yeah.
Lots of stories.
Yeah.
Personal
for sure.
stories.
I believe that's the order they go in, but I could be wrong.
Awesome.
I think they say the order if you go look at them.
Okay. Yeah, that might be good, Jeff. Let's remember that for our Associate Leadership Council. That'd be awesome. All right. Well, I cannot wait to try the cupcake trick. So that was by far the most valuable. So I thank you guys for being here with me again. We had Jeff Nevin and Joe Singsheim from the Reliance Real Estate team. Once I get this posted, I'll put a bunch of links under the comments. And until next time, we're out. That's what I got.
I did send you one link to everything, just so you can pop that in.
Do it. I would love it. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.